today. What is the date today? 17th. Now the 17th is pretty close to a date that I know you guys have been looking for. You guys have been asking for a long time, when can we expect things coming out? So I won't, hold on to that for too long. I could, but I won't. So here it is, and then you guys can hang out and I've got some other things for you. But people who are saying the 22nd are correct, and here's why. Here's what to expect. Xbox and PC, you will be getting 1.5 and survival on the 22nd. PS4, 1.5 will be for you possibly a couple of days after that, but we'll have more news on that as we get it. So stick around, not today, but we've got Friday, we've got Monday. If we get news on PS4, we'll get that for you very, very soon. What that does mean is that survival for our PS4 friends will be coming 1 month later than that. So if you do the math, you guys will be seeing that before Christmas. Guys, the PS4 thing, it's just one of those things. It's just part of the process to getting all of those patches out. We want to make sure that you guys get it in a good state rather than having issues. So that's what's happening. Changes in the PTS. So enemy armor damage is back to what it was with 1.4, but the PvP application is not reverted. So you will have PvP enemy armor damage, but there's obviously a different value for that. All right, is this live or a rebroadcast? No, this is live. It's just me today. So there's no Yannick, I miss him. It's weird. No one to butt in when I'm doing things. Weapon talent requirements have been lowered. We heard you guys on that and we agree. Those were too much. A lot of people have been asking about how sealed caches will work in 1.5. They're like, should I hold on to the ones that I'm getting at 229 gear score? Are they going to rank up when I open them in 1.5? No, they won't. So you don't need to hold on to them. To clarify, the gear score of the cache is calculated when you get it. And since 256 isn't in 1.4, it will never be like that, okay? Level 34 mods, yes, there are level 34 mods. The Judy Walters echo that a lot of people have been asking about getting fixed, there is a legit fix for that in 1.5. So now you can clear all your echoes, get your rose jacket, and you'll be fine. So you know those named gear items that are coming? We have those 6 different named gear items. If you don't know about those, there's one for each slot that's non-weapon. You have Pharaoh's oxygen mask, you have the short bow knee pads, you have the Bliss holster, what are the other ones? The Skulls MC gloves, Barrett's bulletproof vest. That's 5. What's the last one? Yeah, the Ninja Bike messenger bag, the backpack. Just to be clear, those will only drop in tier 5 or from a cache in survival mode, all right? If you're in world tier 4 or below, you will not find them, okay? Enemy armor damage now functions in PvP. That is staying. There's been some rumors about that not staying because other changes have been reverted, but that is not the case. It will happen in PvP. There is a modifier for that we can change, but yes, so that is happening. There is also the stagger now in PvP, which we have talked about. There is the shotgun. I think it's shotguns and marksman rifles primarily. Here's the wording, so I don't get it wrong. Stagger now functions in PvP. High stagger weapons, shotguns and marksman rifles primarily, will now cause the target's aim to flinch. Okay, so flinching is different from staggering, just so you guys know. It's not the same kind of effect that you had during the explosions, and so explosive bullets, that kind of stagger, it's not that. Your reticle will shift, all right? MG5 is OP. Yes, we'll talk about that too. NPCs now have chances to drop crafting materials. That's cool. And that increases with world tiers, which is great. There's also, if you missed the thing about shotguns being nerfed as well, and also the console aim assist being effective, that is happening as well. What else do we have in here? We're coming back to that later. All weapon types. Hipfire now has stronger recoil than aiming down sights. Cool. The strength of this effect varies between weapon types. And this is in order. Okay, from most impacted to least impacted. Marksman rifles, LMGs, assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, then pistols. All right, so marksman rifles and LMGs are the most affected by that. On PC, there will be a radial menu added for emotes, so you don't need to bind them anymore if you don't want to do that. Very cool. Other bug fixes that I thought were notable, and again, there's more than these, but I'm just going through the ones that are important, I think. Fixed instances where players could obtain high-end items at too low levels. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, what else we got in here? Again, I'm only doing a few of these. Fixed a bug where the Medved and Warlord high-end weapons would drop at 163 gear score in incursions at any world tier. Great for me. Fixed a weird door. It literally says that. It literally says fixed a weird door. I don't know which door that was, but it must have been pretty weird. Okay, still some more here. Fixed a bug where players could become invincible for a few seconds after using Survivor Link. We have talked about that, but again, I think it's worthy of reiterating. And the Judy Walters Echo parts 2 to 5, where they couldn't be picked up correctly, that is fixed. Changes between PTS2 and release update 1.5. There are some things, and I may have said some of these before, but they are definitely worth talking about. Lowered stat requirements to unlock weapon talents at gear score 256. Everyone should be very happy about that. Fixed a bug where Deadeye 4-piece would still take headshot damage into account. Okay, cool. There are some damage reductions to the MG5, and the hipfire accuracy has been reduced. So people who are saying MG5 is overpowered, we agree. All right. Where's Breezy been? Where has Breezy been? I don't know. We miss you, Breezy. What happened? The MP7. Okay. So the MP7 damage has been reduced by 6% compared to PTS2, but between 1.4 and 1.5, people will experience a 9% increase. Okay? So if you haven't played on the PTS, all of that, MP7 is receiving a 9% buff. Cool? What else we got here? These are only in survival. So first aid base heal value by 20% from 1,000 to 800, and it's only in survival. Same with ballistic shield health, only survival by 33%, so from 3,750 to 2,500. Again, only survival. Increase the score requirement to reach novice from 600 to 800 in survival. Reduce the score of medkits, painkillers, drinks, and food. Also, coming in 1.5, Provident. This talent has been removed from World Tier 5 and will not roll or be available in recalibration for gear score 256 weapons. So those God roll SMGs with Provident, Kappa, will not exist anymore. Tactical Advance. Okay. Tactical Advance is awesome, by the way. If you're not using it, you're missing out. But this talent has now been capped at 30%. Still, 30% damage increase from running cover to cover. Awesome. Definitely a great talent to be using. Hurried, Focused, and Disciplined are no longer exclusive to the PP19, G36, and to SVDs. So that wasn't a bug. I know people saw Hurried showing up on other SMGs. That's meant to happen now. DX12, I've seen you guys talking about that. So DX12 is one of those things that the developers wanted to try out in the PTS. There will be, to my understanding, no DX12 in 1.5, but we are continuing on that path to see when that will get in. So as soon as that gets in, I will let you know. What exactly do PS4 users get with 1.5? That is a good question. So 1.5 will give you the new weapons. So I actually have those listed. So, and obviously all the bug fixes and patching, but the biggest thing is the gear. So new gear coming in. I'm just going to go through those weapons if you missed it, because there are a lot of new ones. And they're very cool. I have them in here somewhere, I promise. Okay, here we go. 12 new weapon types: the MG5 light machine gun, the infantry MG5 light machine gun, the FAMAS assault rifle. How do you say that? FAMAS? Anyway, the FAMAS assault rifle. The Model 700 marksman rifle, which is the M700, which comes in 3 variations: the M700 tactical marksman rifle, the M700 carbon, the converted USC SMG, the police UMP 45 SMG, the tactical UMP 45 SMG, the snub-nosed Rhino pistol, the Rhino pistol, and the Rhino special pistol. There are also 4 new high-end named weapons: the Golden Rhino, the Urban MDR, the Tommy gun, and the Thompson M1928 or M1928. I don't know if it's referring to the year or the model number. If you know, please say. And the 93R should be in here too. Loadouts. So loadouts is one of those things that, yes, we agree with would be very, very cool. We don't have that yet, but we know that the community wants it, so it's not off the table for the future. The stuttering. Okay, so one of the things that's important to note is that some of the stuttering issues on consoles are localized performance issues. So if you're in a specific area and you're experiencing frame drops, there needs to be some optimization work done by the team here to make sure that those things don't happen as much as they do right now, or at all, because it shouldn't happen at all. So if you are experiencing certain areas with FPS drops and that sort of thing, please let us know where those are so we can fix them as quickly as possible. Yes, we do know where lots of them are, but we want to make sure that we don't miss anything. So please let us know so we can identify where optimization needs to occur and that sort of thing. What exactly is happening to shotguns on console? All right, do you guys want to know? I have some information on that. We've talked about it before, but I can give you some more information. I'll just read it verbatim, why not? Okay. Lowered the strength of aim assist for shotguns. Lowered the effective accuracy on shotguns. Headshot base bonus reduced from 80 to 60%. Where was I? The showstopper accuracy while in cover has been reduced. That's cool. The M870 has just received a blanket nerf. So the M870 base damage has been reduced by 12%. Okay? All right, so console players should experience a very different shotgun world. Game chat. So Xbox is getting chat back, as far as I know. All right. If there's any more information on that, I'll get that out through various streams. Okay. Stash size. Oh, you didn't hear the news? So your 70 size stash will now be increasing to 150. So that's more than double. Actually, no, maybe you missed it because we did that on a State of the Game, which is at a different time, usually. So for American friends who missed that thing, it's 150. Hopefully that's enough information for you guys today. I appreciate you hanging out. I will see you next time. Please work. Look at that.